You want to make sure that you're living well within your means. This is major key. If you don't do this, trust me, you'll be... This digital nomad traveling lifestyle is an awesome one, no doubt. But if you're not cautious, you can get owned by it. Here are the things that I wish I knew before I started my traveling digital nomad journey. Now stick with me to the very end, because the last topic, I'm gonna go ahead and cover the most important one. Starting off, let's go ahead and talk about Airbnbs. They are negotiable. The prices are not set in stone. I wish I knew this, because this would have saved me thousands of dollars in the last year that we've been traveling. For the first 8 months, we had no idea that this was the case. Here's what you do. You reach out to the host, you tell them what your budget is. You tell them that you really like the location, but it's not within your budget. And then from this point, they'll either match what your budget is, or you'll negotiate what would be a good medium point. We're in Puerto Rico right now. This location, we stayed here for a month, which is also major key. We stay month-on stays, one after another. The reason for this is they're usually priced down for an extended stay. Think about the Airbnb host. Of course, they would much rather have someone in there the entire month than try and get other people in, pay for cleaning, have the cleaning personnel come in and have to, reorganize the place over and over again. It's a whole lot easier just having one person stay that entire time. So there's leverage with that. In this one place, we reached out to the Airbnb host and we ended up saving $700 on it. They were asking $4,000. We ended up paying $3,200, so $750 actually. We ended up saving on this location over the month itself. If I had been doing this the entire time, we're talking thousands of dollars I would have saved. The next major key is you want to meal prep and plan your meals in advance. This is going to do two things. One, is going to save you a lot of money, and two, it's going to save you a lot of calories that you're going to be consuming if you don't, just by doing something simple like McDonald's or some kind of fast food. Trust me, you don't want to do that. We did that and we end up paying the price. And as a result, now we plan always breakfast and lunch. We keep it very simple. My wife and I just eat eggs and avocado and as breakfast with coffee. And then for lunch, we end up doing these low carb, either chicken wraps, tuna, or egg salad. By doing this, we know what we're gonna eat. We are already prepped in advance. And then all we gotta do is, warm the meals up really quick, and that saves us so much time, energy, and money, and also extra calories that we don't want. Another major key is you want to be planning your days off in advance. If you don't do this, a lot of times you'll be scrambling last second and wasting time and energy where you could be out enjoying the day. Being in a pattern here with planning things in advance, you're also going to notice that if you're doing all this, if it's within your budget. Being within your budget is major key. If you're not within your budget and you're living month to month, if you end up having a bad month in your business, if COVID or something like that affects your business, it's affecting your freedom. You want to make sure that you're living well within your means. And by doing this, planning in advance, you know if you're going to be within your means or not. So your budget is key. Protect your freedom by knowing your budget, by knowing how much money that you can comfortably spend on your freedom. For content creators like myself, this is something that I'm just now learning. In Bogota, when we first started shooting videos, we were slaves to the weather, if you will. And because I wasn't checking the weather in advance, a lot of times I had content that never got created because the weather itself wouldn't comply. It rained every day in Bogota. It was kind of miserable in that regard, and I wasn't planning around it. Also, planning multiple shoots at the same day, you're able to maximize your time and efforts, and at the same point, get the most out of the place that you end up staying in. Other things to check beforehand is your workspace. Make sure that the internet is great, because the internet you need to succeed in your business or succeed in your lifestyle. How you do this is you look through comments, make sure people are talking well about the internet, that they're not talking bad about the internet. You can also ask the host, although I lean more towards the comments, because a lot of times hosts are going to tell you what you want to hear. In this case, you can't really gamble on this. The internet's got to be great. The workspace has to be great for you as well. We've sacrificed comfort in the sense of work, and I'm telling you, it's not worth it. All right, I saved the best two for last, and here we go. You're gonna wanna choose locations near your gym. This is major key. If you don't do this, trust me, you'll be taking days off when you don't wanna be. We chose Planet Fitness. I know it's not the greatest gym in the world. We don't love Planet Fitness, but what we love is that there's locations all throughout the United States and Puerto Rico. And We make sure it's within a 5 to 10 minute drive just to ensure that we're gonna be putting in the work. Because at the end of the day, this is your lifestyle, you're not on vacation. And if you treat it like a vacation, your body's gonna break down and you don't want that. So get close to your gym. If you're gonna be traveling in the United States, I strongly recommend Planet Fitness just because there's more locations with Planet Fitness than anywhere else. My wife and I spend $25 a month. That is, she has the Black membership and I'm her guest. Every single place that we go, $25 a month. And we're always within 5 or 10 minutes. Even here in Puerto Rico, we're within a mile of the gym itself. This is major key. Trust me, you're gonna wanna do this. And of course, the best, save for last. Don't settle for Airbnb that is not to your expectations. Think about this. You planned months in advance. You found a place that exactly what you wanted, what you needed. If you show up and it's not what you expected, don't just settle for it. We had a situation in New Orleans where the internet sucked. The location was just gross and dirty. The couches weren't even the same ones that were in the pictures. It looked like a cat just went to town scratching the hell out of this couch. And even worse, during COVID times, they had bars of soap stacked on one another that were used. It was disgusting. Anyways, you can see how this was not okay to be staying there for a month. It was not an easy process. We hit up the host. They tried to offer us like $200 off for the entire month. You can see how that's not okay. So I ended up hitting up Airbnb and they went back and forth with me and the Airbnb host themselves until they just decided they were gonna favor me. And what they ended up doing was refunding me 100% plus giving me $200 off as a discount to my next stay. We ended up staying in an awesome location in New Orleans. It changed our experience right in downtown. We loved it. To think what that would have looked like if we stayed in that location, if we stayed in that house that was not to our expectations, it would have ruined our experience in New Orleans and possibly cost us hundreds, if not thousands of dollars due to a bad work environment. If you got value from this video, please hit the like button. This allows for other people like you to see this video that they can also take benefit from the value of it as well. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I drop other videos like these. And as always, much love and see you next time.